Hello, this is Man Cave Comics. I am entering the contest of comics on my mind for most underrated hero. I want to acknowledge that I am late on this contest and I'm pretty sure the prizes have been given away, so that's not a big deal. But I enjoyed the topic and I'm going to make a video anyway. And I was going through the comments and one of the viewers already put forth Plastic Man as an underrated comic. So I'm being a little redundant here. However, I will make a video and we'll talk about Plastic Man a little bit. Plastic Man, 1941 was his first appearance in Police Comics 1. And he is notable for being one of the first comic heroes that actually had comic appeal, meaning he had a slapstick comedy sort of approach and was more lighthearted. At that point in the dawn of superheroes, they were all very upstanding citizens who smashed Nazis and were not really in the humor department. Or you had some anti-heroes slash heroes like Submariner who weren't all good, but he certainly wasn't known for humor. Plastic Man was one of the first who was known for his humor and quirkiness. So he was originally a petty thief. He was orphaned and brought up in the streets, became part of a safe cracking gang. And during one of the heists, he was shot. Some unknown chemical spilled on him. He was disoriented, left to be caught by his colleagues. And then he suddenly woke up in a monastery. The monk, seeing his inner good, actually turned away police, saying there was no one there, sort of vis-a-vis Les Miserables. And he changed his ways and started working for the powers of good. We have Fuzzy down here, who is his sidekick. He originally was impervious to harm by some mystical means, but later just became his quirky friend. This particular comic is Plastic Man number 26 from 1950. Plastic Man went all the way till 1956, then Quality Comics went under, and Plastic Man was brought into the DC universe and has been there in a few different iterations in the 60s and later. I think it's Grant Morrison really loved him as a character and has put him in the Justice League comics, and he's been in various forms in the modern era as well, though I'm not too familiar with that history. I like this comic. This actual comic is from the Edgar Church Mile High Comics. Most of you know who Edgar Church is. He is someone who had 18,000 to 22,000 Golden Age comics and periodicals in some of the best conditions ever. And he died in 1978, and his the Mile High Comics is named, the collection is named after Mile High Comics, which acquired the collection. And it is purported that the highest grade of Action Comics, #1, is from his collection, though it is not officially graded. It is thought to be, postulated to be a 9.4 to 9.6. But, so this is a Plastic Man comic Edgar Church had, and I think it's cool to have one of his comics because it's such an amazing collection. So I'm grateful to have that. And this cover, I enjoy. It certainly is in the spirit of Plastic Man, being a quirky individual, and he's actually stealing something here. But, of course, he's not a criminal. There's a reason for it. I'm going to show you another comic I have of his, and that would be a restored grade of Police Comics #1. This is the first appearance of Plastic Man. It's also the first appearance of the Human Bomb and the Phantom Lady, as well as Firebrand, and then that's it. So this, you see Plastic Man in the upper left corner here. Plastic Man did not appear on the cover until Police Comics #5, appear in full action mode is what I mean. So Plastic Man is a great character. I've always enjoyed him, and I think he is an underrated comic. And thanks for the competition idea. Comics on my mind. And everybody take care.